Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. Happy Saturday. I'm here just with a little visit. I'm saying happy Saturday. It's actually Friday. I'm taping this on Friday, but by the time I get it uploaded and all that, you know how it works. It will be Saturday. So I hope everyone's having a happy Saturday or going to have a happy Saturday if it's first thing in the morning for you. Um, yeah, I wasn't planning on doing a little video today, but then I thought, you know what? Let me catch everyone up on what I've done with Her Royal Highness here. Um, Gosh, I think she's turning out really pretty. I was able to get the text block, the signature sewn to the text block, and then I was able to get the text block glued in. I think I'm going to try and I'm going to pause this and I'm going to lift up my camera a bit. So hold on. There, that's better. Then you can see all of her. So yeah, I got all 9 signatures sewn in. I had a real good gab session with Nancy. It was really nice. We just sat and chatted and worked on things, and I only had to resew 2 signatures, and it was signature number 2 both times. I had sewn in signature number 9. Where are you? Beginning of signature number 9. Oh, that's 8. Oh, I must have. Oh, there's signature 9. So I had sewn signature 9 in, and then I sew the next in. I work from back to front when I'm sewing. So I sewed in signature 9, and then I started sewing in the next signature. And by the time I was ready to tie off knots, I looked and realized that it said 2 on it, and I had sewn signature number 2 in as signature number 8. And you know what? As ever, the woman is so smart. Nancy actually said, she goes, "No, I think you could have just left it be because your lace ends are only on 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So 2 and 8 could have been interchanged." You know what? She's right. But I pulled it out and I put 8 in where it belongs, and then I kept sewing, and then we had to go and do things. So I turned off. It was FaceTiming, and then I started sewing again, and I thought, okay, time for signature 2, and I'm almost all the way through again, and then I realized I didn't pay attention to my arrow, and I had it in upside down or backwards. Pardon me. So then I had to pull out. Number 2 was a little bit of a Dickens, but she's all in now and happy to be in her new home. So I have I put in the window from the cabinet card page that I cut up, and I put it in. And you know what? I was going to. Oh, and I got the end papers in. Oh, sorry, I'm all over the place here. Look at that! How nice is that? There's Mr. Snooks Ex Libris. I was able to save it. There's the little sticker that the church had put in after it got donated. Hold on, there's some glue there. I need to get that off. I'm just so happy with how that turned out. I'm still going to, I want to make a mishmash, maybe a bit of a collage that, whoever the next owner was started just sticking things on there. But I'm really, really happy with how that turned out. And at the end, too, my typhoid papers. Didn't that turn out really awesome looking? And then the ties, and all those laces, it just, it's yummy. I'm so happy with it. And of course, as ever, here's one of my favorite views. Let me turn it around so the sunshine. I just love a whole bunch of signatures all lined up. I put in a ribbon bookmark. So that's, I remembered to do that this time. A nice big book needs one of these ribbon bookmarks. So it's in there now. I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, let's go back to the page that I cut up from the photo album for the cabinet cards. And then I thought, I left this side open, and I still have to glue it down. Um, Hold on, let me find a photo. So I left this side open because I thought that the new owner could, slide a photo in or out there. And then I thought, hold on, I think I have some cabinet cards. So then, yeah, sure enough, I found my little envelope of, I don't have very many, but I have a few cabinet cards. Actually, it's a little family. Look, there's the husband and wife, and there's the wife on her own, and then I bet these are their children because they were all together, and it's the same photographer from Toronto. And then here's the gentleman again. There he is again. There. What a beautiful face, eh? Such a beautiful face. Anyhow, so then I thought, well, maybe I could, put one of these cabinet cards in, but it just wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't doing anything for me. And then I found in all I have quite a few CD disc envelopes of, photos, fake photos that I've cut out of books. And I had this from a book that I had on the life of Laura Ingalls Wilder. And this is actually Carolyn and Charles Ingalls. And I just, this was magazine type, glossy type paper. So I doubled up a card, and I wanted to make it a bit longer because I wanted it to stick out the top. So, and I just like the way that looks, and it makes it easier to grab. And I think Ma and Pa Ingalls look really great there. So I'm very happy with how that turned out. Let me see. Yes, there we go. I'm still trying to decide whether I like this or not, or whether I want to take that off. I may still cut this off. Let me know what you think. I'm really, really thinking now that I want to take that off, because the new owner can just simply do what I'm doing and just use their finger and lift it up that way. Yeah, you know what? I've decided that's what I'm doing. Okay, well then let's do that now, because I was going to put some gilding wax on there, but I've changed my mind. I want this coming off. I hope nobody's screaming at their laptop screen right now going, no, Catherine, don't do it. Yes, I'm doing it. And I'm ready to make the commitment cut here. Here we go. So I want it a little bit bigger. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I need to stand up. I need to stand up so I can make sure I've got that right. I don't mind having a little too much because you can trim it again, but if you take too much off, then you can ruin the whole thing. Nope. See, the eyelet is in the way. I don't know if you can tell. The eyelet is in the way. Oh, come on, off you come. Come on, be good. Oh, come on, be good. There. Yes. Okay, happy? I'm happy. So there was a wasted eyelet, but that's okay. Maybe I can make a little charm out of that. We'll see. There's my corner rounders. Ligia mentioned the other day on my video of my favorite things, corner rounders, and you know what? She was right, because I cannot live without my corner rounders. I have this kind, and they work quite well for me. I have a small one, and I have a large one. So, and I just remember that B is big. So the blue one, B for blue and big. The blue one is my big corner rounder, and my pink one is the little corner rounder. And they are absolutely absolutely necessary. I really love the finished look of rounded corners. I'm keeping an eye on my clock because in 13 minutes it's martini time. And I need a martini today, let me tell you. My poor little mom, she's had a hard day today. I had the phone going. Fortunately, the nurses are wonderful where she lives. And, they got on the phone to me. She doesn't have a phone in her room because she doesn't know how to dial one anymore. So there's just no point having one there. And so they brought a phone into her. They actually phoned me and they said, would you mind talking to your mom? She's a bit upset today. And so sure enough, she was, she got on the phone and she's, Catherine. And I said, hi, Mom. You need to come and get me. You need to take me home. And if I pursued her further, I know this from experience, if I pursued that questioning further, she doesn't know where home is. Like if I had said, Mom, do you even know where home is? That would actually upset her because then she would be trying to retrieve that information from her brain and it's gone. And I've learned now over the past few years that when she says I want to go home, which is seldom now because she loves where she lives, but they were doing a lot of testing. They were doing COVID testing and some bacteria swabs, and so I think all of them were all feeling poked and prodded. Anyhow, when she says I want to go home, I think that's her way of saying I don't feel safe right now, because in her brain, home represents safety. So when I hear her say I want to go home, she's really saying I don't feel safe. So I was able to have a little chat with her. Sorry, I just want to round this off a bit. I was able to have a little chat with her and get her calmed down a bit. And then fortunately one of her tests actually came back quite quickly and she was good, which I was happy to hear. And then they phoned me because the one swab that they were worried about, they had kept her in her room and it came back negative, so she was allowed out of her room, and that made her feel a little safer. And by the last time I talked to her, she was feeling much better. Thank goodness her short-term memory is not very good, because by then she was very, very happy and very unaware that she had had a bad morning. I find, at least with my mom and how I know her now, I've been her caregiver for quite a few years now, it's very similar to when animals can read your energy. And I find that with dementia patients and Alzheimer's, Alzheimer's is a kind of dementia, but my mother does not have Alzheimer's. She has dementia. I'm quite sure she could feel the energy, because today was the big day of doing COVID testing for every single patient in her nursing home. And I'm quite sure, of course, the staff are naturally just, they're going above and beyond. I'm sure they're stressed out. I'm sure I'm sure she felt the energy today was quite frenetic, and that just played in on her. Sorry, I just want to make this a little bit creamier looking on the bad morning that she had. But by the time I talked to her again after lunch, she had had a nice lunch, and thank goodness everything was much better. So that's a relief. I worry about her. Nobody wants their loved one confused and scared and frightened, and she's very much like a child at camp saying, please come and get me. I want to go home. There. Oh, look at that. Okay, I gotta stand up so I can bring that up. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Charles And Carolyn looked really nice. Up you go. Come on out, Charles. Come on out, Carolyn. There we go. That turned out really great. And the back can be journaled on. I love it. I love it. And I put some paper back here for journaling on. And then here's the original first page of the original book. So anyhow, now's the fun of making this book a little bit more interesting page by page. These pages, I wanted to show you the difference that tea dyeing and coffee dyeing makes when you're working with brand new papers. Over here, Your Royal Highness. Hold on, I'm going to grab one of my books. So I found this book. Oh my goodness. It's been sitting around for a while. And it was brand new. I got it at one of my thrift stores. And I liked it because the pages are numbered, which of course is so much fun when the pages are numbered. So I just wanted to show you, I pulled out a few signatures to tea dye them, and I like it because then the whole thing can go into the signatures that I create for my books. So for example, here's a page out of it that hasn't, that's still just the fresh paper, brand new. I forget how old this book is. I think there was I think 2014. It's not an old book, but after you finish with it, look at that. Isn't that nice? That just looks really, really yummy. Usually I tea dye. I usually, just get some good old regular orange pekoe tea. But I was feeling like I wanted more of a brownish shade. And so I coffee dyed. So this is coffee dyed. This envelope is coffee dyed. And I used instant coffee. I had a jar hanging around of instant coffee, just the cheap kind from Dollar Tree. A little jar. It was, well, $1, $1.25 in Canada. Our Dollar Trees are actually, they should call it $1.25 tree because it's $1.25. So what I did was I mixed it up double strength. So 1 cup of boiling water and 2 heaping teaspoons of the crystals, the coffee granules. And that's all it took. And I'm really happy. I also added, some alcohol to it again. And normally I don't like the smell of coffee dyed paper, but honestly, sorry, I got my nose in here. No smell. So I love it. So I just thought I'd share that with you and show you. And these ones are air dried. They haven't been ironed. I did a few. I didn't do a lot. Tomorrow's going to be a gorgeous day here where I live. They're saying possibly up to 21 degrees Celsius. So yay. I think I'm going to have my first outdoor paper drying day of the season. So I'm excited about that. Get a bit of fresh air and also a bit of sunshine. So that'll be nice. I coffee dyed these. I thought these looked nice. I found this pad of invoices, and so I coffee dyed some of these, and I actually put one in. I forget which signature it's in. It's in one of the. Oh, there it is, right there. So I put one in, and I like these ones because I like when they're numbered. That's one of my things that gives me a little thrill. Oh, Charles, Carolyn, get in your pocket. There you go. Be good. So now I think I'm still going to put a pocket down here, either here or on this side. Maybe this side, so that the new owner can finish having the front page to do with as they wish. Yeah, I think I'll put the pocket over on this side. And then I'm going to start having a little bit of fun. Not too much. I don't want to over decorate it. I'd like to leave it for the next person to really enjoy. I left this here. The previous owner, and I didn't notice it until after it was in, had written in it May 11, 2001, Darlene here overnight from Borden. So I thought that was sweet. I found this book in Trenton. So obviously someone was from Camp Borden going over to the Trenton base. We have an Air Force base there. So I have a feeling that whoever that was has a loved one or family member named Darlene who was there. So pretty cool. So there we go. That's it. It's just a short, sweet little visit to show you that we now have Carolyn and Charles in the front. Oh, I found some photos online. This is actually the gentleman. This is James Snook. So the name here, James Snook, this is him. I was able to find this online, and a friend of mine said he kind of looks like Wilford Brimley. And he does. He's got, I don't know if you can see it, he's got a great big handlebar mustache and these little glasses, the pincher kind that just sort of pinch on the top of the nose. And then I found this as well. This was a Sunday school class for this church. So the Westmoreland Methodist Church. This was their Sunday school class. You know what? I'm going to have to go back online and find out what year it was. I think it was in the early 1900s, because I was hoping that maybe Mr. Snook would be in the picture, but I don't see anywhere. I don't see anyone here that looks like it could possibly be him. I certainly don't see a big mustache, and usually if they had a mustache, they had it all their life. You know, it became sort of their appearance. This gentleman's got a full beard and mustache, but he doesn't. The face shape is wrong. So, but I just thought, I believe this was the Temperance League. Anyhow, it was cool. I think I'm going to make. I'm going to trim it down a bit more and maybe make a pocket out of this. I love it. And Mr. Snook, I'm going to put him into a pocket somewhere so that he can. There's a journaling space on the back. So there we go. That's it. Just a quick little visit and check in with you, and hope you are all doing well. And I hope I hope wherever you are, you have nice weather too this weekend. We certainly, we've been waiting for this. So nice. Welcome May, that's for sure. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Bye.